here's the first project. And the first project, go through, and I'll give you some of the ideas behind this. So obviously we had a project with specific guidelines, a specific voice, a specific medium that we're going to be marketing and advertising on, whether it's a fictional character or a real client. And part of that obviously is getting the great right fit video copywriter to understand how to deal with your client, how to match up the brand voice with the idea of the conversions, the call to action, and to give great value. And part of mapping that process out doesn't just happen with writing great copy. It doesn't just happen with studying the right client. It doesn't happen with obsessing over whether or not people click. It actually starts with having all three of those things happen all at once. And it's a concept of nailing down a brand voice, generating a conversion, which is a click or a sale, and the value. What do we share? And in human psychology and persuasion, there's two different concepts behind that. And one that I'm using here is actually a problem solution format, which helps take people down helps capture people's attention with a good hook, show them your line of thinking, demonstrate and show them the problem they're suffering, and to paint the picture of why and how they're suffering from it, then to present the solution that rolls down a slippery slide. So we're not just writing a bunch of copy that sounds great. It's how does it go from the content, the creator, into hooking people in. What is the problem? How do we tie that into solutions and benefits? And how does that tie in specifically to the offer or the following or the action we want them to take? Otherwise, we're just relying on good writing, which isn't enough to generate or scale an agency, let alone your clients' businesses on a larger scale. So the hook here is the angle. Switching things up. I actually created two versions of this project for this reason. Not just to stick to just the content and outlining everything from top to bottom as you ask or as your clients might ask, but to take it a step further of how can we really hook their attention, present great content, and tie that into our specific offer in a way that helps you or your clients stand out from the competition. Your clients have millions of, your clients, right, they have millions of competitors they're competing against. You as an agency have to compete for clients. You have hundreds of competitors, and finding that unique angle, from what I know, based upon, we just had the interview and studying your company and the test project. It's really important, especially on social media when you have so much competition, so many new influencers, and all that good stuff. So that's the kind of psychology behind the angle I chose here, and also why I created two. Just going through this quickly, you'll see little language patterns, little subtle ones. Some of them almost sound fun or very conversational. Subconscious patterns of blame and shame. These are things I've got from studying all the resources you've sent, the brand voice of the client you recommended to study, their style of messaging and copy and their target audience. Subconscious patterns of blame and shame, control our drinking forever. You'll see these little things here. Revamped my relationship. Just little subtle language patterns of pain, hangovers, shame, guilt, and regret went into isolation. You'll see that's pretty much the psychology behind. You'll see little, almost quirky words help us reprogram our subconscious beliefs as we accept ourselves, overcome the fear of judgment, put away blame and shame, take back control of our thinking. So this is basically mirroring the language you requested. And before I move on to the next point, the hook here, as I mentioned, is fear of stigma and judgment. So as you see this tied in, it's hard to control our drinking because when we go through this, come out the other side, we're worried about people judging us and the stigma associated with that, which is very true. Hey, it's John Reyes here, and I don't know if you've been checking out a bunch of my other videos. I highly encourage you to. Been crushing, a bunch of high-level copy critiques, helping people boost their conversions, closing big deals. Doing it big. The whole consulting and revamping and improving sales pages, ads, emails, everything in between. Go ahead and review this one. This is not just fluff or teaching. This is stuff I've actually done or implemented, or I've taught teams to implement, and we've seen measurable increases. Some of it is based on previous experience. Some of it actually did on my own. Some of it I created and sent to teams. So go ahead and check out today's video. And don't forget to take everything you learn, implement it and see how much you can apply, you learn, revisit, and absorb all the great stuff here. If there's any issues, or if you ever want to learn more or understand more about the high level thinking of direct response copy, marketing, influencer marketing, or building up any brand, from beginner, intermediate to advanced level entrepreneurs in the influencer, consulting, coaching, and thought leader space, then go to copyblueprints.com or email john@copyblueprints.com, JON@copyblueprints.com. All the info is below, but for now, take everything in this video and absorb it. Take it. It's all yours. This is stuff clients pay me pretty well for, same with their teams, and all that good stuff in between. Don't underestimate the value of free stuff. Enjoy.